What's up guys, my name's Brandon and today Apple released iOS 12.3 Beta 5 a little over a week after the release of Beta 4. So of course in this video, we're going to be going over everything that's new as far as features, changes, bug fixes, all that fun stuff. So first off, you can see the size here is just a very small 89.2 megabytes here on my iPhone XR, which did of course come from Beta 4. Now I did also hear that the update was a little bit larger on the iPhone XS and XS Max, so that size may vary, but it's going to be very small for everybody. So let's check out the build number. Go and tap on that. You can see the build number there is 16F5155A. So we do have a long build number, and this is most likely not going to be the GM or the last build, the last release of 12.3. And also the modem firmware remains the same here at 1.05.03 for all 2018 iPhone. So if the modem firmware didn't change, you pretty much know that there's really not going to be any other features or changes in this update, and that's exactly the case here. And it is the 5th beta of a point release right before iOS 13, so it's really not expected to see any new features or changes. However, there are a couple of really important bug fixes here in Beta 5. So I don't know about you guys, but in Beta 4, I had a really odd and really annoying bug with downloading applications in Face ID. So for some reason, I was not able to use Face ID on my iPhone XS Max. I was able to do it here on my iPhone XR the first 2 times, and then after I downloaded 2 applications, the 3rd application, it started happening. But on my iPhone XS Max, from the start, it happened. I wasn't able to download applications with Face ID. So basically, when I would go in here to get, if I would try to download an application, you see down here is how it shows confirm with side button. And Beta 4, for some reason, it wouldn't even give me that. It would just have an alert down there, a red alert. And that's the first time I've seen anything like that on any iOS version. So I just assumed that was a bug. So I looked it up and I saw people on Reddit and on Mac Rumors also reporting that this was a bug. So it wasn't just me, thankfully. So I thought my Face ID was broken or something like that. And I had to disable it and re-enable it for it to work. But you can see now here on the iPhone XR, I'm able to successfully use Face ID to download an application. Now, another bug that was really annoying me and a lot of people on social media as well was inside of Safari. The video player in Safari was extremely bugged in Beta 4. I believe it was in Beta 3 as well, but definitely in Beta 4, the Safari video player had major issues. Basically, if you had tried to fast forward or rewind by like pressing the little, 15 seconds forward or 15 seconds backwards, after you press it like 2 times, the video would just completely stop playing. It would go black, and you would basically have to refresh the page to play the video again, and you have to play it from the start. Sometimes even if you just scrubbed a little bit, into the video, it would just shut down. Like the screen would turn black and you would have to refresh, and you'd have to keep doing that constantly if you were trying to watch a video and fast forward. But now in Beta 5, you can see I can fast forward, I can scrub, I can rewind, and everything without the video player messing up. So thankfully that has been fixed here with Beta 5. Again, super annoying in Beta 4, and I would have hated to see this release to the public with such a massive bug like this. So I do believe this is fixed, but I'm not 100% sure because I've only tried it on a few websites. So if you were having that issue, definitely test it out here on Beta 5 and let me know if it is fixed for you. Now, as far as performance goes, performance has been solid on Beta 4, solid on Beta 3 as well. Pretty much 12.3 as a whole has been really solid. I haven't had any random reboots. The fluidity and everything, the animations, everything seems fine. I haven't had any, settings hasn't frozen up one time. Haven't had any real lag when playing games and going in and out of applications. Nothing of that sort. So performance is really solid here in 12.3, which you would expect. I mean, it's the end of the iOS 12 cycle. We're about to go into iOS 13. Apple has had tons of time to completely, refine everything about iOS 12 and make it as smooth and fast as possible. And it seems that they have done that. And it's the same deal with the battery life. Battery life has also been great. Apple hasn't been really doing much lately when it comes to battery life, which is great because it's been really good lately, and it is the end of iOS 12, the iOS 12 cycle. So you would expect them to have done everything they can to make sure we get the most out of our battery. You can see here on my iPhone XS Max, I'm averaging about 5.5 hours of screen on time and about 20 minutes of screen off time. So it's a little bit down lately. Haven't been using my phone as much, but I go to bed, with about 30% or so remaining, mainly because, again, I haven't been using my phone as much as I have been in the past month or two. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this is not the GM build. This is not going to be the final build of iOS 12.3. You can see we still have the feedback app there. We did have the long build number as well. Now, it did end in an A, but still, I would not expect this to be the final beta. We're probably going to get at least one more beta before the final release, which should be here around the beginning of June, and maybe here a little bit before that. And it is also possible for Apple to release an iOS 12.3.1 before iOS 13. We just don't know yet. They could be saving that for after iOS 13 gets released, for older devices. I don't know just yet. Of course, I will keep you guys updated on what Apple is planning on doing. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video on iOS 12.3 Beta 5. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you found anything else new in 12.3 Beta 5, or if you have any experience with Beta 4, something that I didn't talk about, let me know down in a comment below. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.